Hey guys, and today I want to go over the Cavaliers roster. I sort of did this with my Boston Problem video a couple months ago, but the Cavs, being that they're down 2-0 in the finals, and the question of LeBron James, I thought we'd go more in-depth at the Cavaliers roster. So I have pulled it up. They're currently not looking too good contract-wise, so let's just look at the biggest contracts right now. Of course, we've got LeBron for this last year, and he's got his player option for $35 million, but he's probably most likely going to go into free agency. Also leaving this year are Rodney Hood, Jose Calderon, Jeff Green. So if I simulate that, yes, here are the guys leaving, and LeBron James will most likely leave as well. So that means Rodney Hood is a young player that you thought would play well for Cleveland. He has really not performed whatsoever. Jose Calderon has not played, but Jeff Green's given them some decent production as well. So you're going to be losing one very important role piece in Jeff Green and some young talent on Rodney Hood. Next season. Okay, what happened here? Next season, the only guys you're leaving are Larry Nance and Kevin Love. Kevin Love has a $25 million player option, which he probably is going to accept, being that he's not worth $25 million to me whatsoever. But now, look at the bad contracts that the Cavs have right now. Tristan Thompson, going to be 30 years old, getting $16 million this year, $17 million next year, and $18 million. He's guaranteed his entire contract. That is just absolutely insane to me. Let's take a look at the highest guaranteed money. Kevin Love's got his contract. George Hill gonna be 35 by 2019-2020, and he's gonna be getting $18 million from the Cavs in 2019-2020. Jordan Clarkson, some young talent for them. He's going to get $13 million when he's 28. He has shown flashes of being a decent starting point guard in this league, but based off of what he's done in the playoffs, he is not worth the money they're paying him. JR, oh no, JR. He's going to be 35 in 2019, and he's going to be getting paid $15.7 million by the Cavs. He's going to be getting $15.7 million by the Cavs. LeBron will. There's no possibility. There's a possibility that LeBron will not be there, and they're going to be spending a ton of cap room on JR, who has not shown up in these playoffs. He has just completely disappeared, except for, of course, his game 1 blunder. Kyle Korver, he's going to be 40, and they're going to be paying him $7.5 million. I understand right now you need to pay him this since he's a great spot-up shooter that should be in the starting lineup. But to lock him in for this amount of time, I know they traded for his contract, but I think they would want to try and restructure that to where they can save some money on his deal. Cedi Osman, he is looking like, along with Ante Zizic, one of the only players that really shows potential for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's played well in the few minutes he's gotten. LeBron seems to be his best bud on the team. And he's a decent shooting guard. If he can improve, he could definitely be a decent player in the NBA. Larry Nance, 2 more years. He's a dunker. He's an okay offensive player, okay defensive player. I don't know if he's worth a decent contract. I don't think he's worth J.R. Smith money whatsoever. I think he's worth Kyle Korver money. $5 to $10 million a year for Larry Nance. Zizic, he was drafted by Boston, and he showed signs of being a decent center in the summer league before he was traded along with IT to Cleveland. Only player left from those original trades from the Boston Celtics. They have him for the next 3 years. They don't have a center. Tristan Thompson's going to be 30. Kevin Love is going to be in his low 30s. And besides that, there are going to be no bigs for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it's going to be interesting to see how he develops over these next couple years. And besides that, the Cavs roster is not good. They have a lot of bad contracts, quote unquote, JR, Kyle Korver, George Hill, and Tristan Thompson. I mean, with those players alone, you've got $7, $20 million, $40 million, $56 million. $56 million, and that's going to increase with JR's and Tristan Thompson's contract. So $52 million of your salary cap. Over half of your salary cap is going to be designated to players that will be 30, 35, 35, and 40. You're going to have an average age of 36 getting paid over half your salary, and that is possibly without LeBron James. So it's going to be very interesting. Now, we have not seen who the Cavs are going to draft. Right now, I've been looking at a bunch of mock drafts and, of course, my own. And right now, it's looking at a couple players. Trae Young of Oklahoma, Colin Sexton of Alabama, and Michael Porter Jr. of Missouri. Excuse me. If you out of those three to rebuild a team around, Michael Porter and Colin Sexton look like dynamic players if they can get close to their potential. Of course, Michael Porter Jr. is sliding because of his injury. Colin Sexton is not a great shooter, but he is a dynamic two-way player. He showed that at Alabama. He can get downhill almost in the LeBron James way. As soon as he gets down the court, there's really no stopping him. And if he can develop a jump shot, he can be a really, really good player in the NBA. Michael Porter, everything comes down to that injury. If that injury sidelines him, it's going to be a bust. If not, he has top 5 talent and potential. He is that good that even with this injury, if he's able to overcome it, he could be the guy to start to replace LeBron. Start and try and replace LeBron. But Trae Young, that's also another option. Right now, I think they're looking at whoever can keep LeBron in Cleveland. What player can they draft? What players can they acquire to keep LeBron in Cleveland? And right now, I don't see any draft pick, whether it be even if the Cavs want to move up, if they send some of their young players like Hood and Jordan Clarkson up to maybe the 5th or 4th pick, there's no way to me that LeBron stays in Cleveland. If they get Trae Young, that could be an interesting piece to build the team around now. But you don't have any money to sign free agents to put around him. You don't have any money to give to sign young players and develop them over time. And we've seen before, as soon as LeBron leaves, the Cavs go in the tank. So, and maybe they'll just tank. As soon as LeBron leaves, they'll go back to being a top 5 pick team. But who knows? So right now, the Cavs are not looking good, especially in their contract situation. In 3 years, they're going to owe 52 to 55 million to 3 players aged 32, 35, and 40. But that is just my opinion. Guys, be sure to let me know what you think of the Cavs situation in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.